The Elizabeth line has completely transformed ExCel's proposition. It also ties in very much to ability management, the ability for clients to, as Jenny said, to get from Heathrow to ExCel direct 45 minutes. So that undoubtedly has changed things. It's also, we're looking at changes in our business, and we last year hosted an event called Jurassic World, which was an experiential event. We've created some zones within ExCel, which are not for traditional exhibitions or conferences, but are for these experiential traveling exhibitions. And we had 300,000 visitors that came to Jurassic World. Virtually all of them used the Elizabeth line. They would not have come to East London without the Elizabeth line, without that product. And we currently have in tenancy the Disney 100 exhibition. So that's quite a nice way of diversifying what the campus can offer. It also allows the visitors that come to major events, whether it's ExCel, whether it's QE2, Barbican, etc., to more easily traverse the city, and allows their experience to, they can do their business at the convention centre, whichever one they're using. It allows them to get out to Theatreland and restaurants or shopping more easily to do the leisure elements. So it is undoubtedly transformational. On the really good question about London's position on pricing, so we, as a venue, particularly on the Congress side, we have to be very cognizant of the competitive landscape, and we are right up there competing with Paris, Amsterdam, Barcelona, and the other great cities around Europe. And I know all of those cities are having similar inflationary issues. So I think London is not unique in that position, and London has always been up in Europe, certainly up with Paris, as a premium priced product. But what London does offer, I think, and Tracy touched on the piece of research which ExCel has just commissioned. One of the key drivers on decision making for both planners and attendees is connectivity and simplicity of travel to a destination. And London scores extremely highly on that with its airlift and with its Eurostar connectivity, allowing most people to fly with only one flight to the destination, which then links into the Elizabeth line and the city connectivity. So we worked with London and partners and hosted a business events summit last week, which brought all of the London stakeholders together to talk about our future competitive position. And one of the speeches, we asked a number of clients to give a talk, and one of the speeches was from Ben Hainsworth, who's the executive director of the European Association for the Study of the Liver, who did the Liver Congress with us last year. He's absolutely a European operator, but he is British by birth. And he said, yes, London is expensive, but what London does offer, and when they came back last year to London and to ExCel, it was their first post-pandemic major congress. And he said, thank goodness we were in London, because it really drove their community together. And that's the attractiveness of the destination is more likely to get attendees to say, yes, I'm going to go to that congress. And the research has shown there is a psychology around people choosing to go to a destination if they think it's attractive. And also, whilst they may not have time for the leisure elements, that research showed the possibility of the leisure elements actually are an important part of that decision making to go to a congress. So I think London scores extremely highly on its desirability and its ability to pull in large scale numbers. We see that increasingly with record delegate attendances, both for congresses, for exhibitions, and also for some of the smaller events, the incentives and others that people want to come to the city. So there is a but to Jenny's point as well, we live in a commercial reality world, and our message is, look, come and talk to us. We will we'll find a way to do a deal that both sides are happy with. And that's I think where London is succeeding. It's a very entrepreneurial city, and your point is correct that often the perception of London can be a dissuader to opening those discussions. But we know, because of all the businesses coming in, we're going back up the ICA rankings, deals must be being done that work out commercially for everybody. So that is the message. Talk to us and we'll cut our cloth accordingly.